a trustee is a duty, it is a privilege, it is an honor, and it's an act of love. When somebody nominates you to be the trustee of their trust, it's telling you one of two things. One, this person really trusts you. Trustee, right? And two, this person is really confident in your ability because they are trusting their entire estate into your hands, and they're trusting that you will do right by their beneficiaries. But as a trustee, you're also in a precarious position. You're trying to make sure that the trustor, the person who created the trust, their wishes actually gets executed. In the middle of that, those are the beneficiaries whose interests, whose wants may be adverse to what the trustor is asking you to do. They want their assets now. They want to get the benefits of the trust now. However, as a trustee, you have a duty to make sure that this trustor's will be done. So with a situation like that, it breeds and it lends itself the opportunity for the fiduciary ability, the fiduciary responsibility you have to be tested. On one hand, you have a duty to make sure that the trust is managed as the trustor requires. On the other hand, you have a duty to make sure that the beneficiaries are treated fairly. Within that, as a trustee, you have a fiduciary duty wherein you must do what's best for the beneficiaries of the trust, and you can show no favoritism within doing what the trustor says. That is a very high burden. You have to do what the trust says, and in the same way, you have to make sure that the decisions you make according to what the trust says are in the beneficiary's best interest. That is a ripe place to breach your fiduciary duty. So how do you balance those two things to make sure that you're doing the right thing, that you're doing what the trustor wanted you to do, that you're doing what the trust says you need to do, and you do it within the legal framework so that you minimize the chances of you being sued and you being held liable for breaching your duty as a trustee? Well, I'm going to give you certain points. First point, be transparent. And this is the first of 3 T's that I'm going to give you. Be transparent. Let every one of the trustees know what you're doing, when you're doing it, and how you're doing it. Within being transparent, you're going to make sure that if they want an accounting of how things are being spent, provide it to them. You're going to provide an inventory with what's in the estate so that they know what's in the estate, so that they know who the creditors of the estate are, so that they can kind of approximate what, if anything, they're going to get from the trust at the end. Second, time. Be very deliberate in how you're doing things and do things timely. One of the main reasons that get trustee in trouble is because they don't do things when they should do it. They delay in doing it. They refuse to do things, or they omit things. Be very timely in when you do things. Be timely when you do your tax filings. Be timely when you make your designations. Be timely when you decide whether something is a gift or not, whether you're going to use the exemptions with the IRS. Be timely. The second T that I want you to consider is to think. So you're going to be transparent, you're going to be timely, and you're going to think things through before you do it. And when I say think, I want you to be transparent, you want to be timely, but you want to treat everyone the same. Do not be biased. Don't give something to one beneficiary and not the next. If the trust says to give this to them, then do so. But don't gift somebody $15,000 when you could gift it to the other beneficiary, but then you don't because you don't like the beneficiary. So treat each other the same and just make sure that you do things on time and that you're transparent. And with those 3 T's, my friend, I hope that it will limit the chances of you getting sued and of you breaching your fiduciary responsibility. If you want to come and talk to us here at the Law Office of Brian Fagan, we're here for you. We actually do trust administration, and we can walk alongside you to make sure that you dot those I's and cross those T's. Thank you. Hello, thank you for watching our video. And because you made it to the end of that video, we're offering you our new estate planning handbook. This is a wonderful tool and I'm sure you like it. Go ahead, download the link and let's get learning together.